Ooh. Y'all come on in, come on in, come on in. Y'all know it is fabulous Friday, baby. Fantastic Friday. Y'all come on in, my kings and queens, my gorgeous royal angels, my beautiful, beautiful butterflies. Y'all come on in. Hey, Michaela, hit the like and the share button in my Facebook family. Y'all already know what to do. My royal family over here. Y'all run that stream up for me. Them thumbs up, them hearts, some smiles, all that good stuff right there. Make sure you get that like button and the share button for me, please, because that is free. It don't cost nothing. Let's get it. Over here, my YouTube royals. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all come on in and hit that like button for me, please, and say hello to me. How's everybody doing today? Ooh, y'all, let me tell you, I supposed to came to y'all earlier, but I had a long day. Y'all seen I went and got them. Oh, I supposed to show y'all how they look afterwards. Y'all see them? And usually I go to the I go to uh which when I go get my nails done, but they was taking too long today, so I'll go back tomorrow. But usually I get my eyebrows waxed and then let her do her thing. But today I let her do the whole thing, baby. I let her arch them and do my henna brows, honey. They looking good. They looking so good. They looking fabulous. I'm so glad I needed it, honey, because I haven't had time to, you know, oh, excuse me, y'all. I haven't had time to even pamper myself, y'all, because I have been really, really busy. I am finally getting all the things I need to get out of my storage, because honey, storage, they made a killing off of me. So I'm finally able to get this stuff out of storage. Um, but y'all, let me tell y'all what happened. I tell y'all, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Y'all come on in and say hello. Hit that like button in the share button. Keep that stream going, y'all. Y'all know how we do. If you get tired, hey, Roro, how you doing? If you get tired, let somebody else take a turn. But just keep it going through the whole thing, because y'all know they be messing with me. So we got to do, we got to keep me in the algorithm and in the rhythm of rock. Hey, Centuries, how you doing, babes? How you doing? Yes, come on up in here, honey. Let me tell y'all. So I'm finally, I don't know what this is. I am finally getting my storage, y'all, which has been long overdue. Oh Lord, when I tell y'all, I gave them folks so much money, it don't even make no sense. But finally, I'm getting it done. I'm awesome. I could be a little better. I got in my feelings today a little bit, y'all. I did. Because when I went to storage, my TV, one of my TVs, was cracked. So I'm not happy about that at all. I am definitely not happy about that, because I was not trying to spend no money to buy no TV, y'all. Not another TV, but I need me another TV. So I was kind of perturbed by that. But hey, it wasn't no biggie. Life goes on. I just, save my little money up and get me another one. It is what it is. Thank you for the stars, beautiful. Thank you so much. My YouTube royals, when y'all come in, say hello and hit that. Hit that like button for me. We got 3 people over here. Hit that like button. It don't take a whole crowd to do nothing, baby. Y'all up in here. I'm gonna talk to y'all too. That's what we do. So then as I was going through some of the stuff in my storage, um, throwing out stuff that I don't want, because I'm not gonna crowd my house with a whole bunch of, stuff that I haven't even looked at or used in a minute, right? Don't make no sense. But I knew some things that I did not want. But y'all, I ran across some of my baby's clothes, TV he bought me. Um, so that kind of put me in my feelings a little bit. Thank you. Say hello. I don't know who over here with me. Say hello. Let me know you're here. So that kind of put me in my feelings a little bit, y'all. But I'm recovering from it. I'll be okay. Um, I miss my baby so much. Y'all just do not have any idea. And with all this stuff that's going on in these YouTube streets, honey, the block has been on fire, honey. I don't even know when to go live, child, cause the block is on fire. Because of course they ain't finna, too much watch me because I just be cooling in the back. I be chilling with my popcorn, watching everything that's going on. But hey, chatting with Mary T. How you doing, baby? Hey, Lucille, my beautiful queens. Come on in, babies. You know, it's crazy. Hey, Allison from New York. Come on in. If you see all the hearts, that's to show you how much I love you. Oh, thank you, Michaela. I needed to hear that. All things green, baby. How you doing? Come on up in here with me, baby. Y'all know it's Friday, how we do. I'm gonna talk to y'all about it, and I'm probably gonna take y'all in the kitchen. Come back for round two. Take y'all in the kitchen while I fry this fish, honey. But yeah, I really did get in my feelings in it, and I just oh, it put me in a funk for a minute, y'all. And his daddy was like, "Did you get the stuff out the car?" And I was like, "I couldn't, y'all. I just never could bring myself to go get my baby's belongings out of that car. I just couldn't do it. I didn't want to see the car. I just didn't want to do it. So it's real hard when I come across his things. Hey, Darlene, how you doing, baby? Hey, Robbie. So that's kind of hard. And I just been, hey, LaFay, I've been watching what's been going on in the social media streets, and it is wild. I mean, they is wilding out so hard. I was watching some stuff last night that just really just took me aback, and I was like, "Hey, Corey," I was like, "Oh, this from grown people. This is crazy." And I was seeing people just lie for no reason, just lie. Hey, Ambrio, baby, how you doing? Thank you for joining me, girl. Thank you, girl. Come on up in here. We finna talk for a minute. Just lie, y'all. It was so crazy. And I watched. I don't know the guy. You know, um, but I had heard, so I said, let me go see what he's talking about. So I went over there and watched, and it was a segment on. It's supposed to be in defense of Courtney. Oh, I'm good, and I finally called you. I'm so glad you did, girl. I'm so glad you did. Y'all over here, y'all, when y'all hit that like button, say hello, because I don't see all things green. She don't want to say, hey, let me know who I'm talking to up in here. Y'all, so you know what? My thing is this. Yes, it's been a hot mess in these social media streets. It has been. And it's like people don't care. They're not thinking. Robbie had a loss. Hold up. I missed it. Robbie, repeat what you said, baby. Miss Diamond, I just lost my great aunt Thursday on herself. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. But we are definitely sending you some love. We sending you some hugs, and you are definitely your family and you are definitely in my prayers, and you definitely have my deepest condolences. I am so sorry, beautiful queen. I'm so sorry. We sending you love. Y'all send them hearts up for her, for Robbie. But y'all, it's one. I mean, the links that people are going to is it's crazy. I saw this with my own eyes when I was watching this man's live. It wasn't even about Courtney, y'all. It really wasn't. Courtney was just you for this is my opinion. This is just my opinion. I feel like he was used as the um excuse. Excuse. I believe he was used as an excuse because it was a battle going on in the chat that didn't have nothing to do with Courtney. It wasn't about Courtney because number one, when you're getting ready to tell your story about what you may have been through. Hey Judy, how you doing, baby? I had to leave Facebook and come over here to hit the like button. Hey, I love you, boo. Thank you. Hey Lizette, I got out my bath, so just in time. You showed the Lizette. So let me tell y'all, you know, people I I'm trying to figure out how to put this, y'all, honey, because it's sad that people are using people's Trump. Thank you. I couldn't have said it no better, Sharonda. It's one thing if you're really trying to get justice for a person. And if that person has come to you and said, hey, I'm ready to seek justice, I'm ready to tell my story, then you go forward with that. But when the underlying agenda is not for that, for the victim, and you bringing back up somebody's trauma because you trying to get back at his mama. Now, we, me and his mama, we not friends. We not. And I don't have nothing against her. She don't bother me and I don't bother her. You know, to each his own. But we talking about an innocent child here. Yes, Courtney is a very smart, intelligent young man, and I'm not gonna keep on elaborating on him because I don't want to do that, you know. But the show that I saw last night was ridiculous. You had some people telling some outright landish lies, and I'm sitting right there. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, wow, are they really going this far? Like, are they really going this far in this chat? Like the orange hearts, they represent they treat supporters. That was a total lie. That was a lie from the pits of hell. It was. And that was just crazy. And that lets you know right there that the agenda was not to get justice for the victim. And the victim did not say that's what he wanted because he already said, leave it alone. You got to let people tell their own story when they're ready to tell their story. You can't tell somebody else's story for them. Y'all keep them hearts and them thumbs up rolling, please, if you don't mind. You can't tell somebody else's story because you have not felt that trauma. You ain't walked in that person's shoes. You don't know what they're going through or how they're choosing to deal with whatever trauma they done dealt with or whatever situation that's going on in their life. You can't just do that and feel it's okay. Because see, then you trying to get at somebody, but you're going through somebody else and you causing that person more pain because your agenda is not for the right reasons or the right purpose. So you doing just as much harm as that child has already been through. He's a victim, and you're victimizing him all over again for your own selfish reasons. Let's keep it 100. Miss Diamond, I'm new to social media and I have seen so weakness in my life by women in my life. Child, let me tell you, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Peterson, honey, you gonna wickedness is child by grown women at that. We're talking about grown women. If this is the way, I like I tell y'all, slow and steady wins the race. People get these channels and platforms and think that overnight that you're gonna become a success. No, you're not. And when you got to step on somebody else's back to get that dollar, you in it for the wrong reasons. If you try telling someone else's story, you are not telling their story. You are telling things that are not true. I agree with you on that. Let me tell y'all something. I had my page so long ago, y'all. Actually, I was operating, I had a group page. It was Sip, Sage, and Manifest with Diamond Dollar. That's what it was. I didn't do this kind of just, I still didn't do no negativity. It was all about how to manifest, how to achieve your goals. And I kept it, that's what it was all about. Okay. Then I started pushing my business page, which is Sip Sage and Manifest with Diamond Stone. Along the same time, my son passed away. So that drew even more people to me. And the reason why they said they, was drawn to me, some people didn't even know who I was, but my video popped up on their timeline. They said the video of my son's homegoing. And one particular person said at that moment she was getting ready to unalive herself. But my video popped up. You got to go back and reanalyze the reasons why you are on social media and the reasons why you want these platforms. Is it to make somebody laugh? Are you helping anybody? Or if every time you look around, you're doing more damage than good. Every time you turn around, it's always you're attacking somebody or you're trying to harm somebody. It's never that you're giving. It's never that you put a smile on somebody's face, that you don't even have time to listen to what somebody else may have to say about what they might be going through. You ain't got time for that because you're too busy trying to bash someone else about somebody else's life. And I tell people all the time, be careful what you speak on. Stop speaking over people, other people's situations, because just as well as it might be them today, it could be you tomorrow. I was there with her through all of her pain. Oh, that is so beautiful that I'm glad you was there. So be careful of what you speak on. And you know, me and my cousin, we was talking about this last night. Um, and I was telling her a story, and she was telling me about a story too, about two different situations. And you know, you always say, "Oh, I'll never do that," or "I'll never do that." Don't never say what you won't never do because you don't know what kind of position you'll be put in. God does has a sense of humor. He definitely has a sense of humor. And we know Satan do too. Because he got his workers all around too. So don't never say what you won't never do. Or because you judging somebody else. You judging somebody because they choose to be married to a person that might have an addiction to alcohol or addiction to drugs or addiction to a whole lot of other things. Gambling. Hey, LaFay, it could be any of those things. And you'll say, oh, if I was her, I'd leave him. I wouldn't deal with him. Well, you not in her shoes. You don't know why she's in that or him, because it could be vice versa, or why that person is in that person's life. You don't know whether God is using them to bring them out of whatever it is that they might be going through, to show them that there is another way. So don't be so quick to judge and speak on somebody else's life and speak on somebody else's situation. And it's okay if you want to bring something to the forefront. But once you do that, then leave that alone. Don't go on about your business. If you want to expose somebody being, if somebody's misusing elderly people or being a scammer or something like that, and you want to let people know, hey, don't do that because these people are scamming. They will scam you out your money. Or don't let them folks come in your house because they be looking for something to steal. That's something different. Okay. Sharonda says, what if he see the live that may put him on? Exactly. Sharon, I like your channel because you are really doing what God wants us to do, and that's healing the broken hearts. And that's all I wanted for my channel. My channel and what I want to do, my life purpose and my calling is to help others. Is to lift other people up because I've been broken before and I know what it feels like. I've been through sexual abuse at a young age. I know what that feels like. I've been through domestic abuse, so I know what that feels like. I done been homeless before. I know what that feels like. I done been through a lot of things, but I'm still standing. So you don't never know how God wants to use you, but he can't use you if you always wallowing in mess. Because we all know that God is don't deal in no mess. Hey, Annette, baby. You don't know what kind of state of mind somebody might be in. Y'all heard Robert, get them hearts and likes going up for the queen. Come on now, come on. That's all I ask y'all to do. Amen. And that's exactly why I apologized. Hold up. To you because I was judging you based off of someone else. I was wrong. And I'm not afraid to say it. You sure that shows you your heart and real. You have a beautiful heart, baby. Look good. You ain't been back here all day. Go on back up there with your granddaddy. Y'all pray for my strength. Depression is so real. I rode around just crying. So many people I hurt. Lisa, we're definitely praying for you, baby. You keep on holding on. And people are hurting. People are hurting. But we can't hear the cries because we too focused on the negativity. We too focused on um um somebody else's pain and enjoying somebody else's being tormented. Hey Tracy, baby. Hey Latunya. Thank you, Shirley. I appreciate it. You know, one of my god babies, and I know she don't mind me talking about it. She's a single parent, and she's a very hard working young lady, and she's been through a lot of things, but all I do is see that girl work 23 hours out of 24 hours a day, doing the best she can to take care of her children. And she be so overwhelmed, and she don't get any rest, and she said, and it seemed like I always call her right on time. And she said, Diamond, I love talking to you, mama. She called me her other mama. She said, I just want to give up. I just want to throw in the towel. I don't even want to be here anymore. That's what she said to me. We talking about a young lady now. She said, I don't want to be here anymore. I said, yes, you do. She said, I love my kids, but I don't even want to be a mama. Because it's a whole lot of responsibility. And it's just so much. And I just don't know what else to do. I said, it's going to be okay. I said, shake that spirit off of you right now. I said, because the devil is alive. I said, girl, you're going to go through some tough times and you're going to have wonderful times too. I said, but you just got to hold on. I said, even when it's raining, just know that at any moment, that sun is going to shine. You're going to see rainbows, baby. That trouble don't last always. And for everything that you have been through and that you go through and you still come out smiling and smelling like a rose, God is going to bless you for having that faith that you have. You will be rewarded. I said, this won't last, girl. It's just everybody go through something. You got this. I said, shake that off. Whatever you can't handle, if it's too much on you, don't take on things that you ain't meant to take on, baby. You only one person. You human. You not superwoman. I said, you got this. I said, you need me to watch the baby for you, I will. So you can get you a break. Because you need a break. I said, you just a single parent and you don't have no help, but that's what I'm here for. You don't never know who will help you and who will be there for you. But we got too many of the people that's been put in position that's supposed to be light workers and to help where help is needed and to lift others up. But instead of feeding their spirit with some beautiful things and some hope and some motivation, some love, some kindness, some understanding, and some compassion, we feed them negativity, drama, delusion, lies, deceit, envy, jealousy, conniving, hatred, toxic behavior. Toxic. What's going on with Lisa? Talk to me, Lisa. What's going on with you? So you don't never know what's going on. So instead of using that platform, if you say you're trying to help somebody, see, when you're trying to help somebody, you're not gonna attack them. Because see, they're not gonna want your help if you attacking them. They're not gonna want your help if you coming arrogantly and with that attitude of you bigger than them. No, because you don't make nobody feel like they less than you. You don't make them, they already feel low enough. So why would you make them feel like they the dirt up under your feet? They already going through. They don't need no more of that of of that toxic trait of behaviors that you trying to dish out. They need love. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Lizette, for the stars, my queens. They need some compassion. Don't God give us compassion every day? Don't he forgive us every day? Thank you, Charlene, for the stars. I thank y'all, queens, so much. Don't he? Every day. And when we make mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake, God still love on us. But how can you say you're trying to help somebody be better when you're beating them down or you're discussing them in a very negative way? And your whole purpose, what you got, Caleb? Your whole purpose is malice. That ain't help. And I always tell anybody before you can judge somebody or talk about somebody else's life, you need to work on your own first. Because every time I come to y'all, I tell y'all about me. I tell y'all about what I've been and went through. And I tell y'all how I get through it. I ain't got time to point my finger at this person and that person and that person. I got to point my fingers at me. I'm still working on me. And let me tell y'all about Ambria. Many of y'all know Ambria. Some of y'all know it, some of y'all don't. Ambria has a beautiful spirit. I remember my cousin telling me about Ambria a long time ago before I even met her. I only, I might have seen her a couple of times. But my cousin said Ambria has a beautiful spirit. And usually when my cousin tell me about somebody, she's usually right. But Ambria had heard some things about me that wasn't even true. She had to get to know me for herself. And let me tell you something. I respect a woman that can come and say, hey, you know what? I was wrong because you know what? I was listening to this other person and I didn't even give you a chance. Because I looked up to this other person and I didn't even though you ain't did that to me, I didn't even give you a chance to see who you really were. And I apologize for that. I'm so sorry. I was wrong. That's a real woman right there. I can respect you. That means that society have not came and infested your heart with evil or wickedness. You ain't got none of that in you. You got a good soul in you. Because we all make mistakes. I make mistakes on a daily basis, honey. I've been wrong a couple of times and then did some stuff that wasn't right, y'all. But I know how to hold myself accountable and say, you know what? Damn it, you know you was wrong. Think about what you just did. You need to fix that. Hey, David, how you doing? You sure did. Come on in. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Hey, Judas and Jesus came where they were and made them feel like royalty through love and compassion. You better come on now. That's why I be saying stop doing people so dirty. You don't know they might pretend to be like they brave on the outside and they can handle all the stuff that's being thrown at them. But that one little thing may be what breaks them. You don't know. Ambria said, right, and it's up to us to fix and hold ourselves accountable. Amen. Lisa says, my husband of 39 years left me. I'm holding on. My heart is so heavy. I'm trying to hold it down just as he would have, but hold up, y'all. But God, this is so hard. My grandkids' mom passed. I raised them. We have 13 grandbabies. But things of life that were faced with is just so hard. I'm still caring for his sister and brother. He left me the day before my birthday. My heart is just heavy and I need prayers. Queen, God knows I need prayers. Queen, we are praying for you, Lisa. We definitely praying for you, baby. And I'm so sorry that that happened to you. I really am. And I commend you for taking care of all those people that you got to take care of. Because see, let me tell you something. God is not going to put no more on you than you can truly handle. And he knows that you can handle this and you can. And you can get through this. You're going to have some days, baby, because I had some. I told y'all I had one today. And I just had to get to myself. And sometimes it can be a sad moment, or sometimes I don't need to be around nobody because I be agitated. And it's not because of them. That's just my way of dealing with my own grief. Grieving for my child, grieving for my brother, grieving for my loved ones. Everybody go through something. Hey, my baby. See, that's one of my children right there. That's one of my children. They'll tell you how I am. I've been this person all of my life. I open my door to anybody. If you ain't, my mom always said, if you ain't got nothing to say, don't say nothing. If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. If you're, if they went just as hard on trying to show love, compassion, and give others hope, like they do with the negative and the toxicity that goes on, we probably have a better world, y'all. We reach a lot of people. A lot of people watch us. Is this what you want to be known as? And usually people that's pointing their fingers, they point those fingers at other people and point out other people's flaws because they don't want to, they don't like who they are when they look in the mirror. They do not like what they see when they look in the mirror. So therefore they gotta deflect. They deflect and look at everybody else and got something to say about everybody else and how everybody else is living, what's going on in everybody else's life. They got to bring everybody else down and make them feel superior. When you got to do that, you really need some help. You really need some help. You really need to take accountability. You really need to ask yourself, God, I need for you to come and change me because I don't even know what to do no more. And I don't want to be this person. Hey, Michelle. Hey, my gorgeous, gorgeous queen. I'm never too private to apologize when I'm wrong. I'm trying to tell you, Sharonda. Hey, Michelle. I'm gonna tell y'all, me and my other cousin. See, I be talking to my family all the time. Kayla, what are you doing? I can't touch it. You're doing too much. Me and my other cousin was talking, and we was talking about another situation, and he was saying, because people love to throw up karma. Because karma is real. It ain't karma, it's God. Okay? He gonna come see about you. So be careful of what you put out into the universe. Because whatever you put out into the universe, so shall it come right back to you. So if I was you, I would plant out good seeds. Plant them good seeds because you want those good seeds to grow and come right back around to you. And he said, if I've done anything wrong, I want God to show me so that I can correct it myself and my behavior. I want God to hold me accountable so that I can see where I'm wrong at. I can see the errors of my ways. This is what he said. I couldn't do nothing but respect him. And people, like I tell y'all all the time too, people can change their mind at any time. At any time. And we can't always point our finger and say, oh, they did this to me or they did that to me. Well, they wouldn't have been able to do all that to you if you hadn't opened up the door and allowed it. A lot of times, look, little girl, get on over there. Come on over there. Stop being bad. Leave my stuff alone. What you got? Let me see. Anyway. Back to what I was saying. People can change their mind at any time. You be in relationships. And when a person say, okay, you know what? I thought this is what I wanted, but I changed my mind. This is not working out for me. You can't be mad with that person. Especially if it's their second time showing you, or their third or fourth or fifth or sixth or seventh or eighth or 19th time. You got to ask yourself, why do I keep putting myself in these kind of positions? That's when it becomes a time that you need to hold your own self accountable. What I think, y'all should go to Teresa and give her love regardless. Bama, well, Bama, she don't want no love from us. The love that she want from us is she stay on her side and we stay on our side. We don't bring her up. I don't even bring her up, except for this conversation right here. But to come on and bash her and do all that, I ain't doing that. And right now she seemed to be happy. If she happy, let her be happy. Move on. Because see, you got some messy people that be on these social media, people that be in the comments. They be bringing the bones and telling lies. And the person don't even been said what they said that they said. So y'all got to stop listening to what folks say. If you ain't heard it with your own ears or seen it with your own eyes, don't believe it. And what's that saying? believe half of what you see or none of what you heard and half of what you see. Because sometimes what you looking at ain't even what you looking at. You got to get the full scope of things. I believe the toxicity in this world is driven by the hate demonstrated on social media. I agree, Sharonda. Evenness has always existed, but I think social media has elevated, and they have. And they have. You want to know why? Because that is what we run to. Not all of us, some of us, because sometimes I peek in on some things that be going on. I do. I keep it real with y'all. I peek in, I be seeing what be going on. Sometimes I might not even agree with all of it. I might understand why, but that still don't make it right. Okay. It still don't make it right. Good night, beautiful queen. That still don't make it right. You know. And then I still have to be careful. I was like, I can't take in. I can only take in so much. I have to be careful of what I feed my spirit, because if you go to continuously feeding yourself that's what you're gonna continuously be seeking, and that's what your spirit gonna be looking for. And then you're gonna be wondering why everything in the uproar for you. You're gonna be wondering why your spirit can't rest, because look what you feeding it. It ain't nothing good. It ain't nothing positive. So you got to hold yourself accountable, and you got to hold yourself accountable. It ain't always everybody else's fault. What about you? What did you do? How did this happen? Because it couldn't have happened unless you opened up a door. Now, sometimes, yes, you are the victim. Yes, you can be a victim, y'all. Don't get me wrong. But Diamond, at the end of the day, to know is to let go. If any of y'all wrong said, you right. You right, Bama. And I agree with you. If I'm wrong about something, I'm gonna say, even when it comes to her. Even when it comes to her, if I did something wrong to her and I know it was wrong, I tell her. She'll tell you I tell her. Because been plenty of times we done had problems out there. That wasn't the first time. Even when I had let her go, y'all did not know. Then when she came out and said it, but that friendship had been ended. But then the whole wide world didn't have to know that. Because it wasn't everybody's business. And I wasn't trying to be messy, and I ain't need no attention, and I ain't need no clap. That way, that part, and definitely in that order. See, everything don't need no attention. And then when all the stuff went on, I still didn't give it no attention. Because guess what? I got bigger fish to fry. I got something else I got to do. And I was not going to let Satan distract me with no foolishness. When there are other people out here hurting, people have lost loved ones, and they going through, and they don't know how to handle that grieving process. God using me as the example. So I was not going to make a mockery out of God nor myself. That way, that part, and in that order. She know it. Exactly, Judy. I wasn't going to do that. And I was not going to let nobody make a mockery out of my son's name. I was not going to do that. I was not going to let nobody be dragging my son's name through the mud, because everything that I was representing and walking in my purpose, that's representing my son too. And that's the legacy that I want to leave behind. And that's the legacy that I won't know. My son had a lot of love, and he did a lot of good. He touched a lot of hearts. And so his mama is still carrying that torch. So I have to be careful of what I do. Because at the end of the day, no matter what somebody else have done, I got to hold myself accountable. Thank you, Queen, for the stars. Thank you, Debbie. God is gonna hold me accountable. He's not gonna put us both in the same room and say, "Oh, because she did that." No, he gonna say, "You know better." I hear you, Nisha. God gonna tell me, "You know better."
No.
You know better.
Sure.
So just because somebody else is doing something, it ain't gonna make it right for me to go do it. No. And sometimes you got to remove yourself from certain situations so that you won't even be triggered. Block it off. Nisha from Publix. Hey, my baby. I'm not going to be on here acting no fool, y'all. Now, every now and then, Y'all see me come outside of the box, but I do it in a certain way. Cause it ain't, I got other things to do. I want to make somebody smile. I want people to know that, hey, there is hope. Do not give up. I want them to know that God loves you just as much as he loves me. And if he did it for me, he'll do it for you. And that no other sin is no one sin is no greater than the other. One sin, just because we can both in the sin. You might feel like your sin ain't that big because you might have just stole a piece of gum. You might have stole a piece of gum out the store. And I might have flattered somebody's tires, but guess what? It's the same thing. Sin is sin. Wrong is wrong. Period. So when people be thinking they so right, no, you not. You just as wrong. Look at you. You just as wrong. You know better than the other person that you speaking on. No sin is greater than the other. Because sin is sin. I don't care how you dilute it. It's like they tell you, if you think about it, you done did it. You need to ask God for forgiveness of the sins too. Those ones that you didn't even thought about. You might not have did it, but you thought about it. That's just as wrong too. Kayla about to drive me insane if she don't get out of here. She wait right good till I go live, y'all. She ain't been in here messing with me all day. She ain't had time for it. As soon as I go live, she can feel it in her spirit. She can. Y'all keep the stream. Run that stream up real quick for me. I'm about to get off here. I gotta go do some things. I'm gonna go fry some fish at almost 12 o'clock at night, but that's what everybody want. I'm hungry again too. Hey Tammy, how you doing, beautiful? It's the truth, y'all. So before we go speaking on other people's situations or what they got going on in their life or how they might be going through something, don't do that. Because just because it's them today don't mean it won't be you tomorrow. Yeah, trying to make sure she is having fun. And that's the truth, y'all. Because you don't know God will put you in the same situation that you just said, oh, I wouldn't do that. Okay, we're going to see what you're going to do. Hey, Chanel, baby, you want me to bring you some fish? Okay, girl. I need a shot of that peanut butter whiskey, girl. It's the truth, y'all. We got a lot of people out here hurting. And instead of focusing on being so negative, let's focus on being positive and giving something instead of taking something. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on being better than what we was yesterday. Let's focus on giving some love and making a difference in a positive way and not a negative way. I love y'all. See y'all in a minute. I might take y'all in the kitchen. I don't know. Let me see. Let me think back. We'll know. I'll come back.